Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com, a quick review of Stuntman. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Disney is set to release a brand new documentary film called Stuntman on Disney Plus on Friday the 23rd of July, and it stars Eddie Braun, who is a stuntman who has been in loads of movies and series over the years, and in this film he wants to kind of relive Evel Knievel and kind of do a rocket flight over a canyon and land on the other side. Now, it's about 85-90 minutes long, and I'm going to be honest, this was a real slug to get through, because ultimately it's only really the last few minutes of the documentary that we actually get to see any kind of big action with the rocket, and we kind of, it goes through it. It's on Disney Plus, so, we kind of know what's going to happen with it. But it's not really that's the main part of the story. I was hoping for a little bit more about being a stuntman. There's a few minutes at the beginning kind of giving you an idea about his life and what he's been up to, showing you clips of him doing the car crashes and doing things with the movies and appearing on like Jay Leno, and kind of giving him a bit about his life. And then at some point it kind of goes off and it's about his adventure into trying to get this thing into reality, and it just goes on for a long time. Now, it actually went on for a long time in real life, because it was going to appear on the Fox network. They were going to do it live. They ended up pulling the plug and didn't do it. He then had to go out and find a new network station. They then didn't do it. And then he just had to get sponsorship, and eventually like the Rocks company jumped in. And I mean, this movie has literally been sat in the vault for years. It was originally shown off back at a 2018 film festival and is now finally getting released. This whole thing has just been going on for a long time. It's great to finally see it being released. But unfortunately, I can see why it might have got a bit of a struggle, because ultimately it's not great, because it's just so slow. If you're jumping in here wanting to see lots of action, lots of excitement because it's about stuntmen, you're really going to be disappointed. I think one of the big problems for me with this documentary is I just didn't really connect with Eddie. He is very understated, very sort of shy. He doesn't really sort of say a lot, and doesn't really have a lot of natural charisma for being on the screen. And ultimately, it kind of was a bit of a drag, and I just kind of wanted at some points just to like speed it up, just to kind of get to some of the good stuff. If you're coming here hoping to see lots of car crashes and explosions and things because it's about stunts, there's not really a huge amount in here. There's a lot about them doing the designs on the work. I was hoping for a little bit more about how they do stunts and things like that, and this wasn't. It was just about doing this leap across the canyon. And I don't know, it just seems a little bit strange of kind of why this one has been released. Disney are releasing another documentary on the same day playing with sharks, so I don't know why they're releasing two at the same time, but I don't think this one's going to be a huge draw. I think if you're interested in Evel Knievel and you're kind of slightly interested, give it a go, but just be aware you're probably going to end up, I would imagine, getting to a point where you're going to want to start speeding up just to kind of get to kind of the good bit at the end, which is a bit of a disappointment really. Yeah, as a whole, I just didn't really find this to be the most interesting Disney Plus original. It was very much, I don't know, just very strange. I mean, ultimately it wasn't a Disney Plus original. It's just been floating around between companies trying to get it onto the, some streaming network or something. And yeah, I do like the fact that Disney are picking up movies like this and other documentaries and other content for Disney Plus. But sometimes that does mean that this one is just one of those that is just not a huge hit. I don't think it's going to be a huge hit. But yeah, it's probably worth checking out, but I would probably say maybe watch the first 5-10 minutes and then maybe jump nearly an hour till kind of the last sort of 10 minutes when they actually kind of get ready to do the jump. Everything in between is just, there's just nothing there. I mean, there was a couple of interesting things about Evel Knievel, but I don't even really know too much about him other than having the old toy when I was a kid. And yeah, I don't know, it's a bit of a disappointment. I wasn't expecting to be kind of quite so downbeat on it. But hopefully, if you guys watch it, you can make your own mind up when it's released on Disney Plus on Friday. But for me, I'm only going to have to give this one maybe 2.5 out of 5. I just didn't really click with it. But nevertheless, I'd love to hear if you're excited about this one. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.